new. It's one of those.
Well, they know it, so they're like, what the hell is this?
The big girl.
Yeah, it's got a huge grill.
It's a bit difficult to watch. So, yeah. Cherry has done quite a good job with this one.
Yeah.
So what would be its competitors?
I think obviously, as mentioned, there's the Volkswagen T-Roc. Obviously a Golf with high heels, so this is something similar. And I think also what impresses me a lot more is the fact that it's an SUV. It's got a higher center of gravity, but it can still corner like this.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what impresses me with this car especially. You don't expect the performance to be as good as what it is.
Yeah.
But then when you put into a corner and it's like, okay, is that all?
Sure.
It's like,
Yeah, no.
wow. You know? So for me, that's what gets me really excited. So the normal things they've gotten right. I mean, the display is quite bright.
Yeah, I like the display.
It is adjustable. You do have your mood lighting or ambient lighting, as it's commonly called. You can actually even change the colors to the beat of the music, which is quite nice. But a bit tacky. I mean, the person who's buying this type of vehicle is not gonna be wanting disco lights in the car. You know? You do have your sunroof, it's retractable all the way. It does have a tilt as well, feature. So for me, it's quite a good vehicle, especially at the pricing that this vehicle has. The only issue I would say is the fuel consumption. I think it's a bit high.
Which is?
At the moment, I'm sitting at 10.1 per 100. But if you consider
The drive.
weight, the way you drive, it's okay. I can't expect 7 liters per 100 in this car, you know? It doesn't make sense, and it's obviously got a CVT gearbox as well, so it doesn't really bode well for good economy.
And that's the. I see it also has that charger.
Yeah, there's multiple charging points. I think there's one there by you there.
And on the
Also
pad there
got-
on top,
There's
right?
ample room, eh? Well,
For you.
because I'm short. Is there no room there?
Now I always have this
Behind him, it would be tough for me.
No.
Long distance.
So obviously with a bigger vehicle, you get a lot more space to move the seats around and everything. For me, I can move forward, but it compromises.
This is your comfortable
driving.
seating, yeah.
You know, like there's no way I would have been able to take that corner sitting like this. It's just not gonna happen. You know? So I think for any family who's buying a vehicle like this, it shouldn't be an issue at all.
Sony sound system.
The sound system is
Good
quite
enough.
good as well. Show the flag for that.
But it,
It sure is. But I actually mentioned the adaptive cruise control. It's actually quite good to show you how it works. So this icon here obviously shows you how comfortable the distance in front of the car
Oh, okay.
is okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's very close, then it will be a lot closer than what is considered normal. So you just press set. It's currently set to 92 kilometers an hour. I can move that up to, let's call it it's currently 140, but it won't go above 140. As you can see,
In front of the car.
the brakes and the accelerator is actually coming to a stop on its own without me intervening in the entire process.
Okay.
So as soon as I move out to a different lane, the vehicle accelerates. It will
when you're saying price, what's...
Can't give a specific figure right now, but you are looking at 500 and something thousand
for this top spec?
for the top spec vehicle.
Sure.
I'll obviously give you that information a bit later. But it's very difficult to fault this car.
It's decent, yeah.
There you go. It didn't do anything. Just turn it down a bit. So even if you are approaching another lane, it will actually slow down as well to avoid having any sort of incidents. There are a lot of driver assistance options available in this car, which I've actually turned off because I enjoy a pure drive. So if you look at vehicle settings, look at all the different menus that you've got. And as I say, driver assistance, you've got blind spot detection, auto emergency braking, so it will actually pick up if another vehicle has, or an obstacle is on the road and you don't see it, it'll automatically come to a stop, which is something that is needed nowadays because people just do silly things.
It's an overspeed alarm.
Yeah. So if I've set it to 130, if I hit 131, it will say, hey,
Yeah, above, yeah.
slow down, which is quite good because in some areas you don't actually even know the speed limit of a particular area. So you'll be doing 120 on the highway to Durban and then all of a sudden it's 100 kilometer an hour zone and you're unaware. It can actually pick that up as well
Oh, nice.
and notify you that the speed limit in this particular area is actually 110. So a lot of cars are doing that, so it's nothing new, it's nothing fancy. But the fact that
You get it under 500k.
that's the most important thing. And the biggest thing I think that Cherry has, or even Omoda has said to the South African consumers that, okay, you don't trust us, we'll give you a 10-year or 1 million kilometer engine warranty. So that's a
10
big
years.
that's a big, like, we are confident about our product, you know. We know it can do this. We are confident that it won't break down, etc., etc., etc. So I think it's a good approach to grabbing a lot of clients for your brand. I mean, not even Toyota does something like that, not even Hyundai
Yeah.
does something that breaks. And I think Hyundai is about 300,000 or something like that, I'm not too sure. But yeah, for me, as a daily driver, I can't fault this car at all. Maybe the wind noise that you can hear.
Yeah.
And I think the left rear passenger's window. That's where I think I experienced it during the launch as well, where I was like, it's a bit too much wind noise, but hopefully they can sort that out. I mean, that's just a simple kink where you can use a different material to close it up and so forth, you know. But for a vehicle that's trying to compete with the premium cars, I think they should have double, triple checked all the different aspects of the vehicles, you know. So you've got obviously emergency lane keeping, lane departure prevention, intelligent avoidance, driver away information. You can actually also change how the steering wheel feels.
The heaviness of it.
So there's a mode button here, which gives you two different options between eco and sport. I still think it's a bit of a gimmick, like most cars, but they normally say that the steering wheel feels a bit heavier, it gives you more control, it makes you feel like you've got more control and so forth, which is, I guess, a good, one of those things. I can't even find that word right now. But it's got everything that the German cars have got. I mean, sunroof being a big thing in this country, with LEDs and on lights. It's very difficult to frame. You're gonna have all here on our right trying to be quicker than us, but it's not gonna happen. Because, it's got
So would you take a Cherry over Haval?
In all fairness, I haven't driven or test driven Havals.
Okay.
So as things stand, yes. because I think this car is more bold. It says to the market, I am here, look at me. You know,
It stands out.
I'm the new kid on the block.
Mm.
And it does it very proudly. I mean, that grille, as you saw, it's quite big.
Yeah.
And it stands out quite a bit. And a lot of people stare at this car. And for me, I think yes, because obviously Cherry is also going to be introducing a lot of newer cars that have got hybrid electrification as well. And it should be quite an interesting time for the car segment in general, because the Chinese, as I said, are definitely not taking prisoners, especially with the establishment. And people may say, yeah, but it's a Chinese product, but people forget that iPhones are manufactured in China or in the East, or whatever the case is. So don't be deterred by, yeah, it's a Chinese product. I mean, not even Japanese manufacturers have got a 1 million kilometer warranty on the engine. They don't. So these guys are very confident with what they're selling, and hopefully that translates into numbers, especially for them, because more sales, more opportunities to test different cars, more jobs, because dealerships are actually popping up all over the place, servicing Omoda, specific Omoda products and Cherry products and so forth. I mean, even this lady in her Haval, she's just staring at Cherry, and it's a brand new Haval, so she's probably saying, hey, I made a mistake.
Yeah, she's
you know?
gonna
Could have.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's the question though. Dealership network. Is it getting easier for these Chinese brands?
It definitely is. You can take a drive now.
Do you press on the side?
This your
And then, I don't know how to drive.
You don't know how to drive.
Yeah. Is it auto parking? Does it have Gottagged?
So it's got auto hold.
Okay.
And so once you step on the accelerator, it will automatically drop the handbrake.
Oh,
Electronic
nice.
handbrake.
Okay, this way, right? Oh. I want one. Already. Because it's a residential area, I'll be nice. On the Mafuta, but it's a nice, it's very smooth. Yo, Mr. Mustang. Okay, need to see that come on. Okay. I like the steering wheel, it's very smooth.
And they don't shortchange anything. Like the leather is nice.
Yeah, it feels good as well.
Nice stitching.
It's comfortable. That's one thing I like about it. During the launch, I mean, obviously, cars do their paces a lot more often than your normal
They're
consumer.
driving, yeah.
And we're driving in Magaliesberg. So that's a bit of a tight and twisty road in some parts. And this thing actually handled it quite well. You can go down here, actually.
This looks like a Puma. No, this is scary.
You can turn right.
Okay, my birthday's in August, FYI. Red Bull and all. I like SUVs, I like big cars.
No,
This
that's
would definitely be an option.
you know, the sad thing about people's likes and tastes is that they no longer like sedans, hatchbacks. They're going for the whole SUV
Yeah.
thing, and I mean, a lot of manufacturers are taking advantage of that. I mean, Lamborghini's done that, Porsche's done that, Ferrari now with the Sunway. So it's actually quite sad for a petrol head, because you don't have the big performance saloons anymore. Probably this is going to be one last M5s that we ever see. The current one that was recently launched.
Man.
So, I don't know. For me, I'm in two minds about SUVs. I still think it's a bit of a, I'm not a fanatic. I'm not a fanatic of it, but it's what it is. It's what people are buying. So
It is what it is, man. Yeah. It's a nice track. Let's test it out. Good. But this would definitely spoil me. But I'd rather look. Use the window.
No, same here. I think I actually only use it for the top-down view more than anything. Because if you're not using the mirrors, then there's something wrong with you.
I mean,
It's pretty accurate.
a ghost would.
There's no ghost.
Okay.
There's no ghost.
Right,
So you just press P.
God damn. Okay, I love it. Love it.
That's a good car.
It's a really good
actually
car.
Quite a good car. I'm quite
I'm
surprised.
very impressed. I like touch screen. It's really nice. And then you just switch it off.
Yeah.
Where's the key?
Oh, I've got the key.
Oh, okay.
I've got the key with me.
Oh, cool. This is dope. Thank you, Charlie.
No problem.